All right, everybody, this is Carrie here with Carrie Dan Reviews, coming at you live from the kitchen. And today we're just going to have some fun with one of my favorite new things. These are the Crafty Croc. These are lovely little peel and stick labels and chalk markers. So if you've ever been to like a restaurant or one of those places where you see a menu board and it's chalk, but it's got that really neat crisp line, that is accomplished through these awesome little chalk markers. As you can see, here's a little something I whipped together, showing you the capacity and the capabilities of the markers. And now we'll just do a few little tips and techniques that will help you get started on your own awesome crafting project. So, comes with 10 colors, so a nice variety, enough to do some fun just contrast and shading. Now, I have used several of these colors already, which means they've already been primed. One of the things I love about these markers particularly is that they have a reversible tip. So shake this up for a minute, since it's been a couple of days since I drew that. So as you see, this is a chisel tip side. And then they also have a round tip. So very easy to change out. I'm going to touch this just so I can illustrate something. So you just pop it out, you reverse the direction. Oh no, I got a bunch of stuff on my hands. No big deal. It's chalk. It rinses right off. So that's thing A. Thing B, so there's two different ways to use these markers. If you want to make a solid line, let's say we're just going to say something like, hi. I'm totally writing upside down right now. How's that for skills? And we just want to do like a cute little thing like this. As you can see, the lines are very solid, very straight. If I want to go back in and fill it in, that's great. And then if I wanted to add a different color for some contrast, what you'd want to do is let this dry for a few minutes and then come back in with your second color. So we'll let that one dry for a minute. And then I'm going to show you technique number 2. So let's say you're doing something a little more artsy-fartsy. That is a technical term. And you want to make sure, like, you're blending some colors, because people like blending things. Let's draw a cute little wave, shall we? Let's see. Oh, I have not yet used this one. So this is a prime opportunity to show how you get it started. So the first time you use one, I know I want the chisel tip, so I'm going to leave chisel tip side up. And basically, you'll see it's white because there's no ink on it as of yet. So the first thing you do is you depress depress the tip just a little bit. That's going to let out the extra gas. Then you put the lid back on. You're going to shake that. I mean, I'm talking like give it a good shake. Shake it point up, lid on, just for a few seconds here, loosening everything up, getting everything ready to roll and be super smooth. And then you're going to just depress the tip. Get a piece of junk paper. Oh, look, I have one right here. Piece of junk paper, and you'll just depress the tip to get the ink flowing. So the first couple times you'll be like, what? What's going on? There's nothing happening with this. But oh, look, the blue ink starts to show up. And now, as we keep moving it down, hey, there you go. The ink is now fully on the tip and ready for you to create your designs. So, and in the meanwhile, oh, look at that. I got my hand on the high that I was working on. So we'll redo that here in a minute. But the second tip I was going to show you is if you want to do something that's a little more artistic, you can start by drawing your one shape. Do a nice little wave here. I did some waves recently for my friends got married at the beach because they're really cool people and they invited us all to the beach for a week to hang out after they got married, which was really, really awesome and wonderful, and they're great friends for doing that. And we had some fun doing these little chalkboard name cards for the kids that were intended to be, temporary, but turned out they wanted to keep them because they were cute. So we just did a little like spray shellac on the top so it would last forever. But we had a lot of fun getting things ready. So as you can see, I've got my solid blue base. And then while that is still wet, so I'm going to add some white here at the tip, but I'm going to kind of blend it back to make our little waves. So here we have, it's coming through, it's coming along. It's not going to be 100% solid on top of that. And that'll actually blend through quite nicely. So see where like that blue is coming through on the end, so it creates some shading. So So it's a lot of fun. There's a lot of possibilities with this. One of the other fun things I did was actually like a little beach scene with a surfboard sitting on it. Oh, this one hasn't started yet either. So let's start it. Release the gas. Put the lid on. Shake it. Shake what your mother gave you. Shake it like a salt shaker. Shake it like a Polaroid picture. However you want to shake it, you shake that little marker. And then we're going to get it started. I'm doing this a lot faster to the side, so for demonstration purposes, know that I was going a little bit slow the first time, but here we have, boom. In just a few seconds, that tip is brown and ready to go. So let's do some dots, because this is going to be a little ocean scene. Let's do some dots over here. Happy dots. Who was that guy that had the happy trees back in the day? You know, oh, Bob Ross. Just a happy part of childhood right there. So we have some happy dots going right here. Okay, that's going to be our sand. And then we'll do some happy waves. Some happy waves. Just the ocean kind of filling in. Filling and chilling. Oh yeah, it's a little bit of a wave happening right there. Oh yeah, it's nice and pretty. Oh, the happy waves. Perhaps like that. And then we'll fill in our white tips on the wave. Bring that on through. Again, this is a quick demonstration. Obviously, if you take more time with it, you might get different results. I think my results are pretty cool, though. And actually, while I'm doing that, I'm going to go on ahead and touch this up, just so you can see how easy it is to touch up. It's really impossible to make a mistake with this, because even if you make a super blotchy mistake, all I have to do is take just a little bit of a damp paper towel, and this is going to wipe off like it never happened. So, I mean, these labels are reusable, restickable, and even then, like, you're just never going to need to replace them because you can wipe them off and they look as good as new. So yeah, so now we have our beach scene. I'm going to throw a little surfboard on here. Actually, let's fill it in with white. We'll start the surfboard in, how about fun orange? There, we've used the orange one already. So we're going to stick that up in the sand. Like that. Like that. It has a cool little stripe on it. It's a little retro cool. And then I'm going to put a cute little green stripe on it. That seems like fun. But again, I'm wanting to blend it here. So we'll actually kind of like get a little bit of a shadowing effect with the lines and with the color. See how that blends in the middle? You could actually do like some really pretty sunsets or other things as you're working through the different details. Just a lot of fun possibilities with it. And we're going to come back in with our white and do, see how liquidy it is right now? So there's really a lot you can do in the various layers of color. And look, oh, maybe I decided I didn't like the design. So I'm just going to go all the way through the middle. And we'll start over again. See how easy and forgiving it is. It's really impossible to have a bad project with this. I love them. So Crafty Croc liquid chalk markers. Nice variety. Comes with 10 colors in that pack. There's my cute little gator that I did. And again, this was done over just a few minutes while I let each layer dry in between. And then they have wonderful variety. So you've got these larger chalkboard labels. There's 64 in this pack. And also 64 in this pack that has really, really cute designs. So this would be adorable on jars or vases. You could use them. We use them to label juice jars at the same friend's wedding. Looked really, really cute. And again, custom, easy to do. Easy to make everything you do look very, very personal. And easy to redo it if you don't like your initial results. So Crafty Croc, they're awesome.